Hello everyone, welcome to Fablehaven Age of Wonders, or the Primal Fury. The third DLC is upon us. The Witch Beast has claimed his victory, and now it is time for a new campaign with the brand new Primal culture. About a week ago, I asked which campaign you would like to see, and the rather convincing victor was Chief Kasesic, chosen of the World-Serpent. And I may be wondering, where the heck did I pull this one out of? Well, it's actually from an adventure module from Dungeons & Dragons 3.5e. And I had a lot of fun and reading coming up with this story. I hope you're excited. I think it's gonna be good. But before we hop into it, the Pantheon has been expanded. The new things are all like on this right corner here, and I picked up a few of them using the points that the Witch Beast has earned me. Least of which is the brand new society trait, Druidic Terraformers. Now we might actually use this, even though I have no interest in using elementals really, because it could be fun. We'll see. I'll think about it. I also unlocked the Panther Mount. I thought about getting all of them, but the Panther Mount, I had a reason for getting it. I did. I also thought I would use the Crowmaster's Bow, but I did not. And then I have these banners that I can't see what they are for some reason. And the hats. It's all great. It's all new. I love new stuff. So, without further ado,
choose your destination.
Let's hop in. Now, there is a new realm type. Or, excuse me, new realm modifier. We will be going in with 9 players. We're going on the best realm type. Of course, continents. Are we already on continents? We are. Continents, the best one. It was already there. We're just going to have default climates. We are going to have no inhabitants. There's no presence trait. Although there is a new one, the Primal Dispute between the goddesses Nimue and Serena. Let them do their thing. The new trait is Hostile Seas, where sea storms are a permanent feature of this world's seas, making them exceptionally dangerous. Ocean provinces are affected by sea storms. Combat in these provinces is affected by sea storm, which makes all units wet, Slanesh is proud, and up to 3 random units sustain 10 damage and have a base 90% chance of suffering electrified. And units within these provinces suffer hostile seas, which is very similar to the hostile domain, or I think is what it's called. Where basically you can't regenerate, you lose health per turn, you have less vision, and you're universally camouflaged. It's really, really scary. So we're not going to turn it on. We're going to leave that be. We are of course in a realm with a wondrous past because we are in the Forgotten Realms. The world of dungeons, one of the many worlds of Dungeons and Dragons that I think just has a wondrous past. Yeah. I think... You know what else we'll do? I might regret this. I'm going to turn on Massive Undergrounds. We had a few underground characters in our last campaign, and they suffered greatly. Although, to be fair, the Forgotten Primal Realm there, sure. To be fair, we won't have that many in this campaign, but maybe this will actually let me get a Arcanium. That'd be cool. 9 characters. We are going to have a very large map. My computer is going to hate me more than it already does. And rest assured, it hates me greatly. The new Ascension Traits and Transformations has an option here. This is whenever you ascend your character, you actually can choose some special stuff for winning the video game. And if you'd like, you can turn off those things because they're quite strong in the beginning of the game. This is more for multiplayer balance. I, however, don't care about either multiplayer or balance, so here we go. We'll leave it on. We are, of course, going on a brutal difficulty. No teams, custom rulers. We'll put them in later. You'll get to see who they are. Don't worry about it. Turn timer off. Game speed normal. Default normal. Score is going to go to slow. I would turn it off. We're going to be aiming for a military victory here. But if I reach 200 turns in the series, that's good enough for me. And we'll turn on, or we'll leave all these victory conditions on, that's fine. Auto Combat Hero Resurgence, defeated heroes winner, sure, why not? All the standard stuff for our series. Let's get into it.
Your journey starts here.
Now,
What
there
is your
are
people's form?
2 new forms. The lupine and the goatkin forms, not the anthropomorphically beautiful. But we will not be playing as either of them. Well, they do have some new traits as well. The herbivore, of course anyone can take this. You can consume flora, which is pretty nifty. You destroy a flora for a free action, you get some health, you get a random positive status effect. And lupine is the new reworked pack hunter, where attacks deal plus 10% damage per friendly unit adjacent to the target. Which is a little weird, but basically if you have units surrounding an opponent, that opponent will take more damage. So I'm actually going to test that out. We are going to be playing as the Lizard Folk, because of course we're here for the World-Serpent, who I haven't even explained yet, but don't worry, I will. Now, we can't take any adaptations, because adaptations are basically disabled if you're playing as a Primal culture, which is, of course, interesting. And here you can see some new mount stuff going on. The Eagle mounts, very cool, very fun. I thought about doing Hideous Stench, but then I realized I'm actually going to be a good guy. So, we want friends, and, you know, if you smell, you have less friends. So instead we're going to be taking Resilient, which gives +2 status resistance, and reduces the turn duration of negative effects, and we'll be taking the brand new Pack Tactics, because Lizardmen never hunt alone.
What is their origin culture?
Now we'll be playing as the brand new Primal culture. The Primal culture is peculiar in that it is many cultures. It has 7 subcultures, all of which provide you with a secondary affinity. It is 1 nature by default, and then the other affinity will come from whichever one you choose. I'm not going to go over all of them, but we will be going with the Mire Crocodile. Your people worship the Mire Crocodile, bestowing benefits to your culture. We start in a swamp. Swamp province is our favored terrain and gain +3 food. We have access to the Primal Crocodile Summon, and units have status effect Immunity to Disease, Swamp Walk, and the Mire Crocodile's Boon, which we'll talk about as we get into combat. And you may be wondering, Fabe, chosen of the World-Serpent, why aren't you playing as the Dune Serpent? I would like to. But, Kasasek, one of the few things known about him and his peoples, is they literally live in the vast swamps. It's called the Vast Swamps of Cormyr. And the Mire Crocodile is technically part of Scaly Kinds. So, it'll make sense.
What defines
Don't
their
worry.
society?
Don't worry. So as mentioned, when I was thinking about what I want to do here for our societal traits, I want to be a chosen uniter. The goal of this series, as chosen of the World-Serpent, is to unite all of the shattered facets of the World-Serpent. The primordial World-Serpent, once upon a time, broke himself into many pieces to better serve the descendants of the creator race of the lizard folk. And we are going to put him back together. So of course, how better to do that than with chosen uniters? Like I said, we're going to be good people. I guess. And I suppose we can just do true to Terra Informers along the way. We are going to be doing a nature playthrough after all.
Choose your first tome of magic.
Now, Kasesik, the story here, we're going to have 2 of the facets of the World-Serpent already. Kasesik himself is a cleric of Asilis, who was kind of like the weakest aspect. They were kind of falling off and being forgotten and whatnot. But Asilis was the domain of animals, animal plants, and scaly kind, I think. So we're going to be doing the Tome of Beasts. I don't think I've started with that since the Morgan playthrough. It's been a long time.
Reveal yourself.
The other aspect, by the way, that we are with is Samwanya, which is basically all about survival. So hopefully we don't die and make her proud. Anyway, I'm going to make this character. Alrighty, here is my variant of Chief Kasessic, chosen of the World-Serpent. So allow me to explain a little bit more about this character briefly before we hop in. Kasessic was a humble cleric of Essulus, who, during the events of the module that he comes from, united the tribes of the vast swamps of Cormyr against the Shadow Scale tribe, which was actually a Sharan infestation, if you will, of undead. And the reason he ended up becoming like the leader and uniting everybody was because of his incredible ability to turn undead. He was incredibly devout and faithful, and that gave him a lot of power. And eventually, the players helped them out. They destroy the Sharan infestation, peace and prosperity returns, and the lizard folk even kind of go out and start trading, which is very unique to them. So, the story here is that the beautiful Kasessic heard the call of the World-Serpent, who was the primordial spirit, the king of all primordial spirits in some places. And the call said to unite all of his facets, of which Essulus and Simwania, the deities, the lesser deities of the lizard folk, were part of. And so, we shall do that. Also, look, little crocodile. We have a lot of crocodile theme going on here. Because, of course, crocodiles are just part of it.
Your journey begins.
So, we are Grand Chieftain Kasessic. Kasessic. There's going to be a lot of Sisms. I do apologize. Chosen of the World-Serpent. Chosen lizard. Did not think about that. World-Serpent's chosen. That'll do. You know what? Chosen Lizardman works. And our throne city is the vast swamp. Hey, the swamp is just the name of the vast swamp. The swamps of Cormyr? Cormyr swamps. There we go. We'll just do that. Alrighty. Our Grand Chieftain is ready to march forward and answer the call of the World-Serpents. Welcome, my friends, to the forgotten Primal realm. We start on the sea. Very nice, very nice. The World-Serpent chosen. Indeed we are. We begin with Mark as Prey and Ancestral Harmony. A primal spell which heals friendly targets with Physiognomy hit point, and if Fury of the Mire Crocodiles active, heal twice the amount. Good. I imagine it won't be. So, we have a few new units, of course, and allow me to explain the boon real quick. The way the boon works is that whenever a target attacks, they gain a stack of Rising Fury, and at 5 stacks, they turn into Fury of the Crocodile, and then they will gain +3 blight damage, and they will inflict disease. Every turn, or every attack will remove one of these stacks, and if it goes down to 0, it will be removed. I believe, oh dear, it is 3 stacks, or is it 2? Or, like a 1 AP attack like this. It's 2 stacks, okay, great. And there are other ways to gain the boon, such as through Spiritual Healing, which can grant 3 stacks with this heal from our Animist support unit, which looks an awful lot like our Cleric Chieftain, who I can't click on for some reason. Look at him. He's beautiful. It's right-click, that's why I couldn't click on it. We have our Protectors, our Tier 1 Soldier Chav unit. Isn't he beautiful? He can remove all of his Fury of the Mire Crocodile stacks and heal per stack removed. Fair enough. Being defensive is pretty good for a Protector. We have our Lesser Snow Spirit from our starting trait, Druidic Terraformers. Like I said, we won't be using too many elementals, but we have it. And we have one little archer, the Primal Darter. Now, the Primal Darter has a fun feature with Disengaging Shot. She can actually attack and disengage simultaneously. So if she gets tied up by anything, if my positioning is bad, because it probably will be, let's be honest, and the blowgun has shorter range than most ranged projectiles. She can pop this, hit the enemy for 10 physical, 10 blight, and move away without triggering an attack of opportunity. And here is our scout unit. I believe this is our only mounted unit by default. You're going to have to do a lot of work for us. And the Spirit Tracker has a special feature, as all lovely scouts do. It's not this +1 vision range. Well, it could be. It is this, the +3 sensing range. Because we have, right next to us, the Mire Crocodile Den. There's so much Primal stuff going on. This is a special province improvement, or resource node, specifically for your Primal culture. When you annex it, you gain a +15 stability, which is fantastic, but you also are able to build the temple within your city, which for us grants +5 mana, and it begins altering terrain 1 province per turn into swamps, and this extends to a radius equal to the city. Here. Let's get started. Ooh, Woodcarver's Workshop. Draft production food. What more could you want? Honestly. What more could you want? Let's bonk these people. I believe they're standing on knowledge. I was going to be a little sad if they killed my scouty poo. Alright, so let's see where we are on the map. We are. Oh, what a shock. We're in the center. Couldn't have seen that coming. Alright, well, let's go, go find some stuff. We're out and about. Now, we cannot swim at the moment. We should have a free city of our own peoples nearby, but we'll see. For arcane research, what are we starting with? Ooh, a wild speaker. Some wild animal kinship. We probably want this. Is it too early to lock stuff? I kind of want all of this. I have determined it's not too early to lock stuff. It probably is too early to lock stuff, but I have determined it's not. Is there anything else I need to talk about? Oh, yes, of course. How could I forget? The Mire Crocodile has interrupted me. But I never explained what Druidic Terraformers does, besides the elemental guy. We'll get to that. You have led your chosen lizardmen, ardent followers of the World-Serpent, to a new realm when something catches your eye. Not far from Cormier's swamps, a wondrous tree pulsates with invigorating energy. Its strangely familiar energy inspires you even from afar. A faint bellow on the wind calls you to it. Your eyes fixed on the tree, you discern a faint apparition of immense power. Could it be? Is that the ancestral spirit of your chosen lizardman, the World-Serpent himself? Does the World-Serpent, whom your people intimately call the Deep Maw, we'll just go with that, truly grace this realm? You should visit the World-Serpent Den presently. Change some words there, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. When you arrive at the World-Serpent Den, the visage of the World-Serpent that lured you there has disappeared. Did you feel an eerie stillness overcome you? Something lies in wait. You examine the enthralling tree and notice that water pools between its roots, flooding the ground. Deep Maw's influence is palpable here. You recall ancient legends that promise formidable boons to the most ardent torchbearers of Deep Maw. Claim this territory so that you may build the Temple of the World-Serpent, which invokes the powers of the World-Serpent to slowly turn your domain into bogs where your chosen lizardmen can thrive. Win Deep Maw's favor by securing at least 3 dens and build the Mire Crocodile Temple. For Deep Maw's glory, I will secure her dens by forcibly expanding. Always a good idea. Done and done. Now, of course, I could have kept, just said Mire Crocodile and then be like, oh yeah, but the Mire Crocodile is actually the World-Serpent. Which might just be what I do from now on, because changing all the words, it befuddles the brain sometimes, you know? Now, I do like the fact that we're on the coast. I am an enjoyer of coastal stuff. And, fun little tidbit, the Naga, which we will be looking to transform into, of course, to inherit the World-Serpent's might, were originally created in D&D to explore the seas by the Saruk. Although the Naga in D&D are more like really just snakes with heads. While this unit is the army leader, grants other cavalry and enemy units flanker. I do want support stuff, but I don't know if I want pack leader. We'll just get pack leader, it's fine. The Primal culture doesn't have cavalry units by default. I mean, it makes sense, right? Animal husbandry is kind of like a semi-advanced thing. I'm sorry, what? Huh. That's unexpected. Also, I have a lot of mana. I should explain what Druidic Terraformers does. Because I think it's the reason I have that much mana. Possibly. Look at my minimum range. Yes, we are fighting the Hound. Oh, well, okay. They're dead. It was nice knowing them. So I believe... No, okay. I thought I could just summon him, but I guess not. Fair enough. So these dogs... not really important in the grand scheme of things. But, it's okay. I also should definitely mark as prey if I want to kill something. Which I do, mind you. There's no seeing this, is there? How much health do you have? 10? How much do I shank for? Enough. There we go. Look at the shanking. We shank. I'm gonna lose. Okay. That's fine. It's totally fine. There we go. We got the Fury of the Crocodile. Boom. I will go ahead and mark this just, you know, to prove a point that I remember it exists. And I can't even... Oh, jeez. Well, my starting elemental is lost. Poor fella. Poor fella. Okay, so, Druidic Terraformers. What does it do? Great question. Druidic Terraformers gives you a bonus based on the terrain of your city tile. Not the tiles within your provinces, but the terrain of your city tile only. Now, I believe we are getting food. And terraforming is cheaper. What are we getting? What are you? Swamp. Yes. Wait, is swamp not in this? I didn't see a swamp. Grasslands or fungus fields is food. Forest, rocky, or mountains is production. Ashlands is gold. And mana is snow, ice, or sand. I don't see a swamp. I would assume it's food. Sure. What else am I going to do with it? Okay. Well, I also need to make sure I'm recruiting units. I guess we'll just get a Primal Darter. And we'll just send it to the front line. I will forcibly expand. I need to go take out that Haunted Graveyard before it gets ugly. And I am going to get this second farm. I usually go for a quarry next, but... Wee, vision. Come to the front line. Do my bidding, little daughter. We'll clear this stuff out and then we'll go south, because I need to get rid of this before it wakes up. Although we are on a chill world threat, so it shouldn't wake up anytime soon. Watch my protector dice. Nice. Wonder how the AI does with primal culture. We will find out, by the way. There is an opponent at wild primal culture. We got the wild. There it is. That's what I was looking for. So this allows us to summon the primal crocodile in combat. And we can also give the primal communion to our non-cultural units, which we will eventually want this, but we're going to just grab the... the summon. I know I locked the form and then I decided not to get it, but we'll get it in time. In time. Oh, I don't start with spiritual healing with this. I thought I did. This is the special primal weapon that you can start with. You can also start with the blow dart if you desire. I start with this. Okay. Do I want spiritual healing? I probably do, but I kind of want strength training first. New Empire skill is available. It is Fruitful Integration, which I do think we will want. The plan for this playthrough is to be Order Nature, which is very antithetical to my existence, so bear with me as I try and remember how Order Nature plays. There it is. Oh, you're really close to me. I don't know how I feel about that. Hello. Elder Kaya Stormcaller of the Free City Oakenhold greets you with some reverence. Salutations, Chieftain Kusasek World-Serpent's chosen. Your reputation precedes you. It gives us hope to meet a grand chieftain who shares in our beliefs. We look forward to learning from you, and we trust you to respect Oakenhold's territory and independence. So, free cities have gotten a little bit of an update. We do have a bonus Whispering Stone, by the way, so I can give it to the city, and I can put it in my own. And in that update, do I just force a clan launch? Interesting. I got a lot of production somewhere. Let's keep building production, though. Stay on the plan. In that update, when they become your vassal, they can start giving you, like, Tome units. Now, in the patch notes, it specified that this was free cities that you had, like, released. I don't know if that will apply to all free cities. There's a lot up here that I want. That looks like a nice place. You know, it's not a nice place. I thought I'm already kind of sort of stuttering. Don't like that. It's not like I made this the biggest possible map. Actually, it does get bigger, which is alarming. Ooh, I might have to start learning how to swim. Alright, we have 2 farms, we have a quarry, we are going to need a forester. There's knowledge over here. You know how I feel about knowledge. I'm going to need some mana, but of course we got to go to tier 2 first. Tier 2 is importante. I have a lot of production, so swamp might be production. Yeah, I'm getting it from Druidic Terraformers. Okay. Fair enough. I'm glad I can check that way. Is that a cartographer's tent, or is that a minion? Alright, we're heading over here. And yes, I greatly, supremely misadvance logistics. The day will come. But until it does, Running triple support seems kind of bold. I mean, is this even a support unit? Not really. It's fine. We'll pull you out. We'll pull you in. We'll keep on moving and grooving. Countess Anasti Farfuser of the Free City Docks greets you with a nod. Greetings, Grand Chieftain Kasasik, World-Serpent's chosen. Your culture intrigues us, and we believe a cooperation could benefit us all. With our technology and your expertise as Gaudier, we can make this realm truly ours. Why don't we set up communication and become powerful allies? Yeah, sure. You're a tier 4 settlement. I will take that all day. I told you. We're here to be friends. We're here to unite the worlds. That's also... Oh, could you imagine integrating that? Spicy. I wonder if we're going to be able to meet all 8 opponents in this one match. I'm going to need to be able to swim first, I suppose, before I get ahead of myself. Ah, Halcyon. Very well. I also see a Wonder down there. I also see a Druid of the Cycle. I'd like to use these if I can. I can fit them in there. Also, the Lightfish got buffed. Convert is a 1 AP action now that has a 90% chance of domination. I don't think the Lightfish needed a buff, personally. But, that's okay. What do I know? I suppose it depends on who you ask. We know how to conjure our little friend here. I could shuffle, but I think I'll just take Summon Wild Animal. I mean, to Summon Wild Animal, that I'm going to need to get the Primal touch thingy. Let's get the storehouse. Let's get the tavern. Let's get the library. Pro tip, do not queue stuff because it's pointless. +6 food per adjacent swap province. Ah, look at that. We don't have too many of those right now, but we will. Don't worry. Worry not. We also now have access to building our very own animus, but also the Primal Charger, which is a shock unit. A very fascinating one. So how are we doing on this whole swimming thing? Ah, we can finally swim. Fantastic. And I will grab Fruitful Integration, because eventually we will be establishing or absorbing or doing things of that variety. Oakenhold, I'm going to save you. Okay. I'm here to help. Don't resist. That was 2 necromancers. Pass through. They did nerf my beloved Fable Hunters. So even if we had it... I mean... Okay, they nerfed it, but it went from 100% bonus to 75% bonus. So it was a nerf, yes, but it wasn't that. You have got to be kidding me. Everyone say hello. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Dwarf Father Moradin the Soul Forger of the Hammers of Moradin. Let us hope this realm is big enough for all of us. Now you may be asking yourself, Fabe, what does the greater dwarven deity have to do with this story? Not only just a greater dwarven deity, the greater dwarven deity have to do with this story of the World-Serpent. And the answer is nothing. I needed an industrious culture representative. And I wanted to have another good character. And Moradin, the Dwarf Father, as his name suggests, is the father of all dwarves. And he exists, basically, to lead his people on the right path. And do forge stuff. So Moradin leads the Hammers of Mordor, which are his elite group of clerics and crusaders. They have, I believe, the basic... I think I gave them the basic traits: defensive tactics, hardy, and strong. I removed something for strong. They're strong, because, you know, they're elite. They are the industrious culture representative, the only one, thank the dark gods. They are devotees of good, and they are relentless crusaders, which for once won't be used against me. I actually wrote the stories to try and, like, remember how this all worked out. Yeah, we will send him a gift because he's a good guy. I accept this gesture of goodwill, Kazasek, world chosen of the World-Serpent. Thank you. I shall leave it at that. I believe he is our only... Hello. Our only underground... No, he's not underground. Yes, the dwarves in D&D I don't believe are, like, exclusively underground units. Or, you know, peoples. Oh, there's a pirate cove here. Let's get a gold mine. Purchase that. Kosesik, I have a book for you. Learn the art of war. And for our very first signature skill from the earth. You saw this coming from a mile away. We summon an elemental. And we, of course, go defensive training. And I have booties. I have 2 booties. Wow, let's grab the defensive one, I guess. The new Empire skill is Soil Tenders. I have never taken that. Morden has begun negotiating with docks, but I believe... Ooh, he is ahead. Can I see how much allegiance he has? Alright, we'll just boost it. I think he's ahead, but I have more legions. However, I'm not going to leave it to chance. While it is unfortunate I'm fighting the only person I have found for this Tier 4 city, it's a bloody Tier 4 city. And I want it. Are we going to integrate it? Probably. Baroness Anya Thrall, keeper of the Free City Newtgard, greets you with a nefarious sneer. Salutations, great and powerful Kesesek, World-Serpent's chosen. Please excuse the stench of death. You may have noticed before our discussions, this is part and parcel of our dark ways. Not an omen of what is to come, now that the people of Newtgard have made your acquaintance, unless we are provoked. Oh dear. We have some evil halflings in the far south. What do we do about that? Something moved here. We might have to come put them down. Now, to be fair, the many aspects of the World-Serpent are not only good. There are quite a few of them that are essentially evil. I'm a little concerned about this. Why'd this happen? In fact, I'm concerned enough that I'm going to do it myself. I can show off my new skill. And we can make use of these guys. So we'll go here. We'll even toss you a little heal there. Look at your beautiful Rising Fury. And we can do this. And we, of course, conjure animal from the nothingness. Oh, look, it's a young caustic worm. Also, if I were trying to be super omega efficient, which, you know, I would like to be. I should have done that turn 1, so he got buffed. That's okay. And now we can summon the Mire Crocodile. 30 mana. So the Primal units can all be summoned either via your support unit by having 5 of their stacks, or is it just your hero? I'll check. Or through the spell. They can be summoned anywhere in the battlefield, and they are tier 2 mythic units. And they are pretty strong. So, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. What's that connection thing? Units gain frenzy when in swamp. Okay. The primal culture cares a lot about its, favored terrains. But I gotta be honest, we're not really gonna deal with that. It's not our thing. You know? Is what it is. Oh, we got the ice one. Very cool. Phrase it. Haha. We'll go here, which I believe limits your movement. It does. Not really enough, though. You go here. I think if I throw the 25%er, I'll whiff and hit this. No. I'll just whiff. Which is okay as well, I suppose. Okay. Wow, the blow dart's reduced range, really. I can really feel it. Kind of makes me want to go, Oh, it was moved, wasn't it? The extended range. Wow, okay, that's a kill. Is not in the Tome of Enchantment anymore. It's in the Tome of Winds. Let's see if we can look at that. Wow. That's not a lot of damage. What if I do this? There we go. Using abilities are great. We saved our little blow dart from much pain and suffering. As your tropes approach, the band of mercenary guards, they raise the white flag. We were hired by a rich merchant to look after the pastures. Leader of the gang, an anvil god, explains. We expect you to protect it from roaming scoundrels, not against a full-fledged assault. Please accept our surrender and let us go. You vastly outnumber these guards. Do you let them leave the pastures without a fight? Well, yeah, sure. Go away. Like I said, good guy. I think Kosesic / Esculus is like supposed to be neutral. Not necessarily good. But it's fine. Alright. What do we need to keep boosting? I would like a granary. Which means I need a forester. Much to my displeasure. Okay. This can only be a forester, so, it's the worst that could happen. It still boggles the mind that we met the one person who has nothing to do with my story. Every other lord has something to do with the World-Serpent story. The game is interesting like that, isn't it? It's like it knows. Oh, speaking of... arguably one of the most important. Greetings, Grand Chieftain Kosesic. World-Serpent's chosen. May wisdom guide your path in this realm. So this is Shekinester, the Naga Queen. She is, much like Moradin, the chief greater deity of the Naga, of all Naga. And when it comes to facets of the World-Serpent, she is arguably the most important. There's one other one who's up there with her. Because she has inherited a multitude of them. She's also known as the Five-Faced Queens because she can appear in multiple forms, and each one of them has like their own name and their own alignment and their own, purpose. This one, however, leading the Naga erudites, are all of them that have come together for an unknown reason. Because someone may have interfered with something. So, the Naga erudites are our mystic representative. They have, I made them strong. They have the arcane focus, the sharp eyes, and the keen-sighted. This is going to be interesting. I said mystic culture. They are ancient wise ones. One of my favorites, actually, I really like this one. And experienced seafarers because, as mentioned, she is the Queen of All Naga, and Naga's original purpose were to explore the seas for the Saruk. So it made sense that, the Naga erudites would still be living on their original purpose. She also, I believe she had, was it 3 or 4 facets, but then she ate another facet and took it. So, she ate it. I can't remember its name. I didn't write it down in this story, unfortunately. She ate him because he was courting her and he didn't win. And she became like really unstable, but she gave birth to a child and that child inherited his facet. So we're just going to pretend that she still has that facet and we'll be friends if we can. If not, we won't. We'll see. Wow, okay. Do I want to go underground? Not really. Underground's scary. I do want this flower, though. Can I... Oh, I might be one tile short. I am. Alas, poor warlock. Alright, here is our Primal Charger. Look at her. She has the Charged Strength, which of course has charge. But she also has the Cleaving Charge, which is charge that cleaves. Wow, wouldn't think of that, would you? It's interesting when you compare it to the Warbreed, because it's basically the same effect, right? But it's done on a charge, so it scales with the movement of your characters. And now we get to talk about something new and old simultaneously. The hero system has been reworked. Previously, heroes were tied to the amount of cities that you had. And part of that was because of, the governorship mechanic. Now, the hero cap is independent of that and just comes every couple of turns. So we're now on turn 11, which means I need to get a city down somewhere soon. But we get to choose a hero now on turn 11, and this one's an Astral Adept, which is calling to me. This is a Nature Adept. I'd rather have a Astral Adept, to be honest. We're getting some friends, some Fuser friends. You have the Meek, Lucky, Healer. You don't look like a healer. Death Keeper. That'll be cool for a different playthrough. Fortified and Inspiring. We're going to take the Astral Adept, this Stormcaller who has an axe. Yeah, okay. I mean, I can't really change that. Well, I mean, no. If this is what you want, I'm not gonna take it away from you. Now, another new feature with heroes is people were hero stacking a lot. So they gave heroes Leadership Clash. This hero is unused to sharing command. For each additional hero in this army, this hero will gain -10 morale and minus 20% experience. So it's quite inefficient to stack heroes in the same stack. Put heroes in the same stack. But of course, it can still be done if you feel like. It looks like we have darted ahead of our Dawi friends. We are on our way to glory with Oakenhold. Unfortunately, our evil hobbitses are gonna have to wait. This would actually be a pretty good city. I'm going down to meet up with my chosen, of course. But I can't help but wonder if I even should. I could integrate Oakenhold. Actually, that might be the play. Just integrate them. So we'll go up here and expand. Near our potential Dawi companion. What could go wrong? Of course, I would still need a full stack. Yeah. I would like a full stack. Running around as a Doom Legion is always fun. Countess Anastasifa Fuser, there we go, solemnly greets you. Majestic Kasasek, World-Serpent's chosen. Dox cordially invites you to join the ceremonial hunt for the Pyreborn Razorback. Once every decade, our finest hunters ride out in search of the Pyreborn Razorback. We call every creature we find and collect the meat for the glory of Dox, until we finally catch that flame-infused Razorback. You would grant us a tremendous honor by joining us. Will you send a hunting party to Dox and join the hunt for the elusive Pyreborn Razorback? Interesting. There are a lot of negative options here. Send several hunters, block it for 5 turns. We can upset them but gain alignment. No, I mean, lizard folk hunt all the time. We can roll a nature. Your hunt is brutal, not ceremonial. You can celebrate culture without bloodshed. I get Empyrean if I succeed this. Let's believe in our nature, shall we? Your hunt is brutal, not ceremonial. You can celebrate culture without bloodshed. Boom. 18 turns were swayed, and I got Imperium for free. The natural world smiles upon Kasasek. I have expected there to be elementals here. Not gonna lie. Like, just full on expected it. So where am I? Okay, I'm approaching the corner. Am I integrating? Is that how I'm getting these cities? I kind of have to choose right now. Either I go north with you and expand. This looks like a very bad underground. Or, I mean, we could expand down here. We don't know what's down here. Except for Halcyon. And something over here. Okay, join the Doom. We're gonna absorb Oakenhold. I'm already behind where the last playthrough was, but that's okay. The last playthrough kind of just like skyrocketed. This is the lowest battle. It was flawless, which means all the fishes were resistant. Spirit resist armor, don't care. Okay. So I can build it here. I'm trying to think of what our options are. We build this here. Then we can put a gold mine here. Or I build it here and I can put a research post here. Which I think is the play. Just because I love knowledge. Hey, who is this is moving? Ah, of course. Oh, of course. Oh. I need both of these. Okay, we'll take this. This is more important. I think it's time for the temple team. We want a vendor. Cool. I need to keep recruiting units as well, but just can't help but spend money. I suppose I could cancel my queue. While army leader, units in the army gain crocodile Primal connection. Oh, see, again, this is if we're in the swamp terrain, which... like, maybe eventually, but I'd rather just have endurance training. This armor's never going to do... this armor may occasionally do something. Let's go take it to the scout. And expand some more. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come by you? Build a quarry, build a quarry. Boom. We can summon a wild animal. I'm not sure what hex I'm going to cast it on. I could cast it on the forest, I suppose. We are barely ahead of him, but we can now trade. We get an astral dew if we decide. We could pay mana for gold. This is pretty hefty. No. No, Docs, your prices are too big for me. The lizard folk are new to this whole advanced economy thing. We don't know how it works. Hey, look, there's Morden. Please tell me you do not just put a skeleton in your army. Okay, good. You put a... Okay. I'm gonna believe in my heart of hearts. Okay. I was gonna say, I believe in my heart of hearts this came from the copper golem that evolved into this. That's what I'm believing in my heart of hearts. But then I just saw the bastion, I'm like, You're growing awfully fast, good sir. This is awfully concerning, good sir. I don't really need an animist in this stack, because Kasesic is an animist. So, let's get a Primal Charger. Alright, little tracker. I am incredibly amazed that I haven't seen another crocodile thingy yet. Oh, hi, I met another player. The Eagles. So you are the inconsiderate Grand Chieftain Kasesic, World-Serpent's chosen. I am Snake Mother Medea's. Many god dear make war. I aim to make peace, even with the likes of you. Do you? Do you with this minus 510? Do you? So this is Snake Mother Medea. She is one of the earliest theorized, I guess, facets of the World-Serpent. She was created a long time ago when the Saruk began to decline in numbers. And her whole existence, the whole point of her existence, was to cleanse the unclean scaleless ones, to sacrifice to the World-Serpent. Because the Saruk were getting low numbers, so she, they couldn't sacrifice Saruk anymore. So, she leads the children of the Saruk who continue on their duties, Draconic Vitality. And I gave them eagles because eagles are cool. And how better to abduct people than with an eagle mount? Also hardy, just, guys. She is our feudal culture representative. That is a banner lord, rally the banners, and the merciless slaver. Because, of course, that's how you get slaves. Also preserving diplomat. I realize I haven't talked about this at all. My bad. A preserving diplomat. I gave this to her because she is all about, cleansing and stuff. But I mean, I was really borderline. She likes empires with good relations with free cities, which is me. She likes empires that do not start wars, also me. She dislikes empires with a smaller domain, that could be me, and dislikes empires that break treaties. She wants to form alliances, she will never break treaties, she likes to explore, and she likes to expand. We might be fighting her. Shenkin Esther, the Naga Queen, is a pure sage. Because a lot of her stuff had to do with, like, she embodies magical life itself. All phases of it. That's why I gave her this little moon thing. All phases of the moon, all phases of life. Get it? She likes empires with a weaker military. Probably why she likes me. Likes empires with good relations to free cities. She dislikes empires that break treaties, dislikes empires with a stronger economy. She favors treaties. All wars must be justified, and she likes to explore. And she likes to expand. And of course, our Dawi companion, who has declared friendship with me, interesting, is an artisan merchant. I really wanted to make him an order character, but I didn't. I didn't. He likes empires that trade grievances. He likes empires that do not break treaties. He dislikes empires with a weaker military, and he dislikes empires that start wars. He likes to trade. He drives hard bargains, and he likes to expand, and he likes to exploit. This is why this is so much. 125 men is a lot, bro. Magistrate Raphael Helio of the free city of Halcyon greets you with a small measure of awe. Most valiant Persesic, World-Serpent's chosen, Halcyon extends a cautious hand in welcome. Apprehension and excitement steer our words in equal measure. Seldom have we encountered one such as you, risen through the ranks of mortality to champion their people. How, one cannot help but wonder, will you endeavor to rule these lands for good or for ill? Masters of Nature, wow. Okay, so it looks like I don't have to release them. The city has access to the Spring Fairy, which is the not good support fairy, the White Wolf, Diffuse Health, Projectiles of Decay, Druids of the Cycle, Gardens of Bliss, and the Horned God. Oh yeah, by the way, Horned God. Cool. Oh yeah, there's this now. I'll talk about that in a second. Huh. I mean, I'm going to absorb these guys, so this won't really count, but interesting. Oh, you have Masters of Bees. That's really cool. Unfortunately, there's not, like, great stuff here, but that's okay. What about you guys? You have a Bay... Just casual Baylord, no big deal. I think I should be a friend to you. I feel like we should be friends with you. So the Create Bounty system is a brand new mechanic that I don't know how it works. But the idea is we create a bounty on something, and we determine, we say, hey, we're going to pay 500 gold for someone to do this, like take a city or do something. And the AI can be like, oh, hey, we'll do that for you. And they'll do it for you. That's it, really. Now, the AI is also supposed to make use of this feature. But we'll see. I believe I can move while this is happening, right? Boy, has it been a while. The rust is already showing. And it hasn't even been that long. And you killed my ranged units. Unacceptable. How could you? What is going on here? That made you think it was okay to kill my ranged units. Look, we got piggies. Here, piggy, 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 piggy. And a storm elemental. Very nice. Now we're going to shout. And let it all out. You go back. You come here. There we go. Look at it. You have line of sights. You're gonna buff that. You're chilling back here. You're also chilling. Everyone's happy. Next turn we summon the Mire Crocodile. And we win. Basically. That's how I see it. We have 2 summons already. That's kind of nutty. I could distract this guy. But instead, let's just kill the archer. That seems more efficient for me. You know? I could have also teleported out here to let the shield guy get in. But then I guess they're going to do damage to me, and that's not really cool. Yeah. It's not cool at all. Okay. Well. Good job, everyone. I'm so proud of you. I like how the AI is so turned on by the idea of Giant Slayer that they don't realize this is a fake unit. Or they don't care, one or the other. Maybe like, unit is unit. That sounds like a me statement. Ooh, we just saw the change to crit calculations there. If you have a multi-attack and you crit, you no longer calculate it at the start and then everything is a crit afterwards. You now have to roll each multi-attack. Why do I only have 1 movement? I don't know. Wild animals ready. And I'm broke. Does someone want to give me money? I consider you my friend, Grand Chieftain Kasessic. Together, we shall prosper. Yes, let's prosper, but, can you give me some cash? 69. Nice. Can you give me some more? Cool. I'll declare friendship with you if I can afford a building. While doing that. Which I can. Because shipyards are cool. I'm down to be friends with the Dawi. Okay. See what we get. Oh, look at that. We got a little crocodile. That's so appropriate. Okay. And you can stand in that for now. Heal in your own domain. I do like that. Diggy diggy. We're gonna need that. We'll diggy diggy. Diggy diggy. Diggy diggy. Soon you will join me. We'll have a doom stack going yet. Mark my words. Of course. Like a little pickup. Oh, hey, there's a wonder here. There's a wonder here as well. Okay, let's get this money. Please don't lose anything. Thank you. A unicorn mount. And no money. I mean, I suppose I could wait a turn. Or 2. Or I could cancel a Primal Charger. Hey, look, there's a Deer-Licked Workshop. I saw a lot of those in my previous playthrough. Alright, little crocodile. You want to go take a look downstairs? It looks, pretty undergroundy. So we have the snake mother down here, who does not appear to like me very much. Outpost is founded. Indeed. A little late, mind you, but it's there. I suppose we'll get spiritual healing. So with spiritual healing, the difference between me and an animist is functionally very little. I mean, I do want this wonder. So this is becoming a city. I mean, should I just make this a city? I think maybe I should. Oh. Okay. I think I'm going to, because there's wonder downstairs thing. Plants. Believe you're in range? Yes. How about you? No. As your troops approach the band of mercenary guards, they raise the white flag and I tell them to GTFO. Hey look, the crippling flamebringer. They did add a whole bunch of randomized items. And we're kind of seeing some of those. Oh, I could drink a little. I just realized this is going to put me in conflict with the Naga Queen, so that is something we will have to pay attention to. Actually, hold on. Before you do that. Come here. Come here. Come here and don't die. I brought you here to make this easier on me. And here we are. Okay. Summon your little beastie. I wonder what the chances are of it being a caustic worm, because it feels like it is often a caustic worm, you know? So I have both restore and spiritual healing. I am a vastly superior version of an animist. Don't tell him I said that. Oh, how am I going to get to that? I can't fly? You think lizards have wings? Like these things? I suppose there are also dragons. Dragons kind of have wings. Can I unleash this one? Oh my goodness. Alright. You also may have noticed that it's not entirely accurate. The estimation for this thing, because it keeps growing in strength every time it attacks. So that's fun. Let's kill the bird. Now we have Fury of the Mire Crocodile. And you're going to go run this way. You're going to defend. Great. Sorry, do you have killing momentum? Is that what's going on here? You do. Great. And I thought it couldn't get better. But it can. Now. Life is truly full of wonders and mysteries. Boop. I suppose we'll just mark this guy. Sure. I don't have any demolisher effects or anything, so Just kidding, I do. What do I know? Oh, hey, look. You want another one? Now I have 2 Maya Crocodiles. Hey, get the skill, Kazasik. Beautiful. Yep. I could see this getting out of hand. Oh, look, there's a troll standing on a tranquility pool. I do want one of those. But what do I do? You probably should get over here. I'm not saying that my entire life is a lie until we get advanced logistics. But I am thinking it. Mana! See, in this game you can cross rivers. And it is very nice. Ooh, there's a city over here. Alright. Are we turning this into a city? I think we are. So, I'm going to build the wizard tower. And not queue anything up because I am a good boy who has learned his lesson. We are 2 pops away from being able to boost the tier 3 settlements. We have the Pact of Loyalty with Oakenholds. We are well on our way to glory. How about docks? How are we doing? Also well on our way. Fantastic. We can trade some gold for some mana. No, wait, I need every ounce of gold I can get. You think befriending Oakenhold will help secure your path to victory? It will be my empire that rises above all. We've been keeping track of your capability rankings. You are the most pathetic ruler. And that is how it should be. Ironically, Medeus is not incorrect. Kasasik was but a humble cleric who became a leader of multiple lizardfolk tribes. Compared to, literally, a greater god, and an intermediate god. Like, that's not wrong. Kasasik is the lowest spot on the totem pole in this entire campaign. Fine. Well. It is the beast playthrough. We'll take a dire penguin. Like I said, we don't... We're good, okay? But we don't care about being good. We're like neutral leaning good. Sage Halo Phantasmal of the free city of Celestial Haven greets you with a sage, vaguely insufferable expression. Salutations, Kasasik, World-Serpent's chosen. The Naga erudites of Celestial Haven extend a hopeful wish of mutual neutrality. Our diviners foretold of your presence in these lands. We seek only to further our understanding of the arcane arts and remain amenable to fostering a mutually beneficial relationship with your mighty empire. If we cannot, we hope that we can at least stay out of each other's way. You're at war with Medeus. Interesting. So the Naga erudites, I know I named them that because I made them the mystery culture, but there are actually a faction of Naga, I believe it's the iridescent Naga, that are this like insufferably magically inclined. So it's real, you know? I need to get out of here. Oh. My baby girl. They hurt you. I know. But it's okay. I still love you. The Scald was nerfed. She now acts like a bannerman, the feudal unit, where her songs are immediately adjacent around her. And they nerfed Revelry? Is it just 1 stack of Rally now or something? The nerfs really weren't that bad. They're just small. Well, well, well. I was very happy that I was able to kind of invite some variety and everything wasn't Lizardman. So you are Grand Chieftain Kossessic, World-Serpent's chosen of the chosen lizardmen. I am not impressed. Tread carefully before I decide that your realm is actually worth conquering. This is Talona. Now, Talona is a human deity, a very lesser human deity, who devoured consumed the aspect of the World-Serpent. Sithasinus. That. Who was the Lord of Venom. She basically just picked his corpse because an elven god killed him. And she was able to use his power to break her rivalry with Loviatar. And now, she's big and scary. Basically, yeah. The Plague Rats, ironically, are her, most elite units. Or, followers. They seek to spread plague like a good plague. Like any good clan pestilence. That's why they have Hideous Stench. I gave them Hideous Stench. And they are sneaky, because, they're sneaky rats. They are the dark culture representative. I believe there are two, actually. They are ruthless raiders, because they care not what people think. They're here to spread disease and poison. And scions of evil. She is a militant warlord, so she likes empires that are at war. She likes empires that start wars. She dislikes empires with a weaker military. She dislikes empires with good relations with free cities. She is driven by war. She will never surrender. And she aims to exterminate, to expand. This could be one of our main opponents. Especially since she's a human who stole a fragment of the World-Serpent. How dare you? Did I ever explain what, I did, right? Yes, I did. So you're up here in the north. That's cool. That's fine. I was going to say, was this cleared? Or am I crazy? How are we doing on the Imperium train? We're about to get roads. We just got pacification. And we are going to not take it. Because we're building the city. Ha 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 ha. I'm a little hurt. We should take a turn. Take a turn. Gather our forces. Build our second city. By the way, no fucking clue what I'm going to name this city. Not even a little bit of an idea. I do want this in Kossessic's army. So we'll hand over a protector as well. The Crocodile Primal Community is in. This is for our non-culture units, and it is time to move to our second tier 1 Tome. Now again, we can do a lot of things here, using the excuse of having the multi-faceted fragments of the World-Serpents. But I would like to do Faithful stuff. I haven't done Faithful since The Stranger, I think. I think it's been since The Stranger. And, I've done a lot of Zeal stuff. Zeal is good in every campaign, every situation. You can always make an excuse for it. But Faith, how often is it the character rises to a situation of authority and power by sheer absolute faith, turning back the goddess of loss herself?
When faith fuels the embers of one's spirit, it is like a soothing balm upon soul and sinew. It binds wounds, it strengthens limbs, it spreads like the light of a blazing sun from one deserving body to the next. Keep the faith, stoke it, and it shall bolster your believers for all time.
Interesting choices here. So this first tome, the Tome of Faith, is a lot about healing, as you can see. And the Chaplain would be my third support unit. But Spirit Blast is, of course, spirit damage instead of nature. And Bless is pretty good. Fortune, Strength, and Bolstering Resistance. We put this on a Charger or a Dire Penguin, and we just let them go to town. That's good stuff. The Staves of Mending could be very helpful since we do have so many support units. And Army Heal is just pretty cute. It is 80 bloody casting points, though. That's a shitload of casting points. Why? How? I'm gonna get Staves of Mending. I'm gonna do that. Give me a vendor. We also get the Abbey from this, which gives us knowledge and partially knowledge per adjacent farm. Grants says protection at the start of the next combat to all friendly units on this hex. So one of the new features, a great feature, is when you go down to place a SPI, a Special Province Improvement, you can now see a line connecting it to all of the provinces that it would apply to. So we would gain a +3 knowledge bonus by building in here, on top of my quarry. Not my only quarry, right? No, my quarry. So, things to think about. We may not be so different after all, Kesasik. Your actions are promising. By all means, continue. She likes that I have a weaker military. I'm not even going to respond to that. An evil presence lingers in these realms. Yeah, speaking of evil presences, I need to get rid of this. This is going to be a problem. If I let this build, it's going to be annoying. During an illustrious gathering to advance your political bonds with Oakenhold, Kaya Stormcaller boasts about her dancers. We of Oakenhold may not have the military might of a grand chieftain, but the chosen lizardmen have dancers who know no equal in this realm. I kind of doubt that. Incited by the atmosphere and wondering too many, one of your courtiers rises up, claiming you are better. Grand Chieftain Kasesek World-Serpent's chosen is the epitome of grace. He can dance the fabled dance of the 10,000 veils. Silence descends on the gathering. All look to you, expecting you to perform this famous dance. Well, let's call forth a captivating tune, inspiring everyone else to dance instead, because I don't dance. I can dance if I want to, I can leave my friends behind. I have a fun story about this. There was a raid in the World of Warcraft called Noctramus. And that was a very special raid. Why am I missing... Okay, so you're going this way, very slowly. In that raid, there was a character. I do want to do this, but we're going to get a thing first. I had a character whose name is now eluding me. Typing up the story and I just can't remember what his name was. Anywho, the point of this story is that he would spit plague up from like his floor. And there are these different sections of the room, and there were like 4 or 5, I think, and you'd have to move in the pattern each time. And there was even an achievement in Noctramus 2.0, rather Lich King, where if no one got hit by the plagues, you got an achievement called the Safety Dance. And I always thought that was hilarious. Knowledge. And half the reason I always thought it was hilarious is because... Food. You're also Astral Adept, aren't you? You are. Oh my goodness, look at that. I raided with my mom, who could not do the Safety Dance. So... every time when we tried to get that achievement, or we went for the Undying title, which I do have and still use, by the way, when I'm not quitting, like I am now. need a farm. Give me a farm. Is there a farm with a pasture? There sure is. We would basically just lock her out of the combat room. It was hilarious. She wasn't allowed in. I got to be the parent for once. Anyway, we got the Silver Tongue Fruit, which has unlocked some Item Forge infusions. By the way, the Item Forge has received a few very important changes that are a big deal for some characters. Like the Dragon Lord can now make new claws for himself, which I'm not sure how that works, but that's fine. And then they improved two-handed weapons. I believe they improved their scaling a little bit, like just like 1 or 2 damage points. And they also made it so that like a tier 4 two-handed weapon has a guaranteed chance to inflict a status effect. Very cool. But also this gives us the +1 allegiance for Whispering Stones, which is all very good. Ooh. Our first bounty ever has been posted. Medeus wants us to capture the city of Halo Phantismal. Unfortunately for you, I want to befriend these people. So I'm waiting for my slow neighbors to become my vassal, and then I'm going to move this stone over here. Right proper. I can get a new stone soon as well. And I can start building roads. I also should have mentioned, by the way, for heroes, if you would like, as you can see, we have 9 turns left until we get into the hero offered to us. 8 turns. But we can spend Imperium to increase that cap. And unlike before where you could like go over the cap but you paid a penalty, you can no longer go over the cap. So, no shenanigans allowed. Okay, we have a vassal. Oh dear. I was just thinking of you, Kosesic. How fair are treaties and trade? Perhaps we can improve them. Perhaps we can. I'm going to need a friend. You still want stuff from me. This isn't how friends... It's fine. I can start selling people to you. Selling the knowledge of people to you. A rivalry was declared. Think of this as an official announcement that I, Snake Mother Medeus, consider you an enemy. Truth be told, this isn't that surprising. Like, from a lore perspective, she wouldn't like the lizard folk, I don't think. Even though, you know, I have to portray her as one. Because the lizard folk are basically just like an unclean descendant of what she served. So. Okay. This thing is finally making its way downtown. In fact, I am 13 Imperium short. Do I think I can take this? I do. Do I think it's worth it to take damage? I don't. I see what tile I'm summoning this on. Boom. Force. It's a motherfucking brown bear. Perfecto. Let's get that communion going. Just like in War Tales. I got a level 9 bear in War Tales. Received an excellent name suggestion of Bjorn. Thank you very much. I'm not sure if you watch both series, but if you do, thank you for your name suggestion. War Tales is an interesting game because you could spend... I felt like I spent the previous episode I recorded, so the last episode, all 1 hour and like 40 minutes of it doing almost nothing. Which of course I didn't. I did a lot of things. It just felt like it. It felt like it flew by. I did some forging. I hired an Inquisitor and broke her out of jail. That was fun. I don't know why the Inquisitor was in jail, but let's not ask questions, shall we? Hey, Protector, are you cool if I just beat the shit out of you? Of course you are. Take the beating for the Dark Gods. Then you, bop, you get killing momentum, and then you don't have killing momentum. It's fine. It all works out. You see? Let's empower the burbs. Because the burbs fly, and the burbs are going to go peck those things' eyes out. You're going to chill. You're going to protect our ranged unit. That's what you're going to do. Excuse me, my voice is beginning to falter. I haven't been sleeping particularly well, so... You know, the body, it yearns for peace, but it will find none. I am going to mark this as prey, and I'm going to beat the shit out of it. Well, if nothing else, team, summon elementals is still OP. I hope no one is surprised. If you are surprised, I have a house to sell you. I have a bridge to sell you, that's the saying. You are a little wounded, my poor feller, so let's spiritual heal you. He's wet as well, we could fix that. But just gonna stand here. We're gonna go into guard mode. You're gonna do nothing. Cool. A beautiful crit hit, fantastic. The Wild Speaker is trying to earn his place. Look at those graces. The Primal Crocodile's coming. He will devour. He will feast. Oh, I can't empower him. It's fine. A deep maw will devour the... I just repeated myself. That's okay. Okay. Next turn we can build roads, which are, of course, the superior mode of transportation. Down here, I don't care. I'm not building roads down there. Someone else can build that part of the worlds. This is a huge freaking map. I need to send someone over here. We are still missing 4 characters. Just kidding, we're missing 3 characters. Okay. This character breaks one of my rules. Another ruler in this realm. How many more can this realm take? Let us just agree to stay out of each other's way. So this is Asgoroth, the World Shaper. And what I meant earlier was that I have a rule, kind of, when it comes to either playing as a character or making a character to be in my campaign, where I have a limitation on how strong they are in their own canon. Like, a suggestion I've gotten semi-recently is playing as Morgoth. Morgoth is kind of like the OG evil in Lord of the Rings. Like, basically a god. So, I feel like it's not possible to represent Morgoth very well. And the same thing here is with Asgoroth. Asgoroth is believed to be an aspect of the World-Serpent. But I mean, if he is, I shudder to think how strong the World-Serpent is, because Asgoroth made an entire world. Or, like, forced it to be copied or something. And he's believed to be, like, the lord of all dragonkind. And, like, a sunderer of continents and stuff. Big, scary guy. There's even some theory that he's an overgod. Which is, above all others, really. Only in comparison with Ao. But anyway, the World Shaper Asgoroth, this incredible supreme being, exists for all dragonkind, including dragon born and like dragonkin. So I'm like, hey, look, he can lead humans who are trying to like ascend as dragonborn. And thankfully they've gone for draconic vitality, so that's cool. They are the high culture representative. The dragonborn ascendants are keen-sighted, arcane focus, and adaptable. I gave them the scary traits because Asgoroth deserves it. As the high culture, they are druidic terraformers as well, and ancient wise ones. He is also a fanatic isolationist because Asgoroth tends not to interfere in the world because every time he does, something horrible happens. But also because, you know, he's a dragon. He likes to chill. So he likes empires without relations with free cities. He likes empires that trade grievances. He dislikes empires that have many alliances, and he dislikes empires with multiple races. He is an isolationist, wary of treaties, and likes to exploit, and likes to expand. He presently doesn't like me because he's wary of me. But that's okay. So he's over here in the corner of the map. Good to know. I envy Azeroth and Salona's spawns. They've got some good spawns. Here's Ironford, the capital of the Dawi. The Dawi Friend. Ironford, by the way, is the name of the city belonging to a particular dwarven clan that was collapsed. It was one of the few times that Moradin actually, like, descended physically. Do I want to use this? Maybe. He descended to save them from orcs. Act of loyalty! With Dox, we are ahead of our Dawi friend, so he will be fine. We are a vassal with Oaken Hold. So I'm now going to take their stone, and I'm going to give it to you. And we're going to be good friends in time. I'd like to be friends with Halcyon as well, but unfortunately, the Naga Queen is going to sweep that one. So I get another stone actually next turn. And that are roads. I don't know, roads are pretty good. They're also expensive. Tough choice. Do I build roads? Do I introduce the wonder of roads, or do I get it? I mean, I probably wanted the stone. We're doing this whole diplomacy thing. I should get a stone. In some weird way, Newtgard actually kind of likes me. So you know what? You know what? We can unite the world. That's fine. I wanted to have this full stack to go into the Silver Ponds, but it's cool. Of course, by putting them together, let's not forget, I have the Art of War equipped, so experience is being gained, chugging that XP. So I think our remaining opponents are probably on the other side of the world, if I had to guess. What the hell is that? Oh, is that a Maya Crocodile thing? Way the Don't like that. Nice city, bro. Wildheart, that's not a bad name. The Oracle Woods. Ooh, you have a level up stick. I should probably get that first. I believe. I think. Resh Stormcaller enters a forest of glowing crystal formations, showing eerie reflections of Resh and her troops. As she keeps going through the forest, memories overwhelm her. Reflections of herself fade into visions of the past, present, and future, into memories of the good and bad things that she has wrought. Her troops weep and wail, apologizing to their own mirror images. Then, the visions start to take physical form as creatures appear from the crystal maze. Red Stormcaller's troops scramble and shout in confusion as their reflections come to life and reveal themselves to be mirror mimics. We have a problem. We have a mana problem. And I am debating taking this. But I could do better. I can save the bear, despite the fact that I don't have animal kinship. Okay, so with only 41 mana, I don't believe I can summon the beastie. The Primal Crocodile of Greatness. Which, of course, would be a tremendous boon to us. Okay. Oh, I can summon one. Ooh, good shit. Okay. Excuse me. I would go here and then I would swing. Boop. Alright, we're gonna summon here. And we're gonna one-shot this bitch. No wisp for you. None of that. I think I'm gonna come solidify this. No wisps. Wisps aren't allowed. Nobody likes wisps. In fact, we're just gonna do a full pivot and kill this wisp. That's what we're gonna do. Like, full pivot. Just gonna go here and guard this one. You too. What do you do? Ah, you have a sweep as well. Alright. Both wisps are down to this. I think this is gonna be pretty clean. The Mirror Mimics, of course, do get all of the benefits that I possess. So that's cute. Okay. Spiritual healing, that's 5 times the crocodile. We can then use Ancestral Harmony for some Giga healing. You can cancel its retaliation. I should have hit that one. Big mistakes. I should have hit this one because you can hit this one. It's fine. It's fine. I'm a little worried about coming in here with the bear. Just a touch. Because no matter where he goes, he's going to be flanked, right? I mean, he can go... Actually, you know what? Let's just do this. Go here and cleave. There you go. Nice. Bear is diseased. The bear is fumbled. Look at all that healing. But I have restore. Aha! I should have waited. Boop, boop, boop. Now we run in. And boop, boop, boop. Okay, we did it. It was clean. I had just enough mana. As the ambush of the strange reflections dissipates, Resh Stormcaller's troops sigh in relief. The Oracle Woods pulsates with a new energy. Resh sees a path with many forks up ahead, each one leading to freedom. The crystals shimmer and Resh Stormcaller's troops smile as the new reflections show fond memories from their past. If only for a moment, they find solace and peace within the forest of crystals. Resh goes to take a closer look at the crystals herself. The reflections of the Oracle Woods now show fond memories of the past. Resh gazes into the crystals and remembers. Knowledge! Well, I'm in desperate need of mana. Oh, Spirit Wolf. Oh, Spirit Wolf. Oh, Spirit Wolf. Spirit Wolf. Spirit Wolf. Spirit Wolf. Spirit Wolf. This was an early as fuck Spirit Wolf. Unfortunately, still out of mana. Oh, wait, no, hold on. Hold the phone. You did well, but you're coming out. Whoever attacks is going to move into this tile And then pick up the... Move into this tile and then pick up the experience thing. Now, I don't have any mana. So there is not going to be... Where's my protector? There's not going to be any primal crocodile shenanigans. They're probably going to go for the bear. I would if I were them. Unfortunately, I don't have the primal thing yet. Wait, have I just not cast it? Have I done this whole thing without casting the primal communion? I might have done that. This wouldn't be the first time. That is not going to be the last. Let's all be real honest with ourselves. Alright, Spirit Wolf. What, do you want to munch on? Pretty good thing to munch on. That's a kill. But we'll take this. Let's get the bear over here for a cleave. Let's get a charge in. On you. Make sure you don't have any say in the rest of your life. Animus to kill. Daughter shots. And I think, my friends, that's pretty cleaned up. I'll seal that unit. It's cool. I'm down to a single mana. 1 mana and a drain. But I feel like my choice is the correct one. You know? Oh, Spirit Wolves are no longer a single entity. Interesting. Boom. That's +1. Unfortunately, I can't move back into my healy thingy. That's okay. Wrath of the Faithful. This does stack up later. So I guess we'll do it. I just didn't press the button. Okay. So this gives all of our non-cultural units the Mire Crocodile Boon, the Swampwalk, and immunity to disease. If I were using the Tome of Blight, it'd be pretty good. I'm going to grab this pasture farm. I'm going to want to go down here as well. And I think... So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to build an outpost, right? Eventually, one of these cities will annex this. But until then, we'll at least be getting the income from the outpost. Until then, you know? Alright, let's build a granary. Leave me at 69 gold. Nice. Now, Rest Stormcaller here. I don't know what to do with our team. We have Fighting 1 already. I suppose... Doesn't really matter, does it? Just get her the good shit. Trade proposal. Chicken Esther would like open borders. The Naga Queen would like open borders. That's alarming. She is wary of me. She is also number 2 on strength rank. I did leave Allied Victory turned on. Of course, whether we become allies or not, still far to be... We may not be so different after all, Kasasek. So why did you drop so far? Declaration of Friendship. He is threatened by me, He doesn't like that I have a weaker military. Bro, you're strength rank number 1 in diplomacy. What does that mean? Can I sell people to you? Ah, of course not. It's turn 19. Why would I be able to sell people to you? Next turn I can sell people to you. Next turn. All will be... Is this a Nemu? I think I never see the Nemu. I'm gonna have to kill this pirate cove too. So much to do in so little time. Wish I could see just a little bit further. Hey, penguin. Well, pack leader is over here. But if I bring the penguin over here... Are you serious? I'll be 1 tile short. I've also made a critical error. I guess we'll just expand this way first. Oh, it's gonna take 3 expansions still. Okay, that's sealed off, so no one's gonna go down there, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a quarry. And then I can get this. Okay. Right. I miss military engineering. Whatever that's called. It's called military engineering, am I? Ah. That's something. That is something. So what is this? It is a Mire Crocodile Den. I don't think I can actually do anything with this because it's right next to Ironford. And no matter how much somebody likes you, they're not going to give you their capital city. You'd have to take it by force. I'm going to sit here to heal for 1 more turn. We have a markets. That's what we had. Granary still being built. I think we want to build... Let's put another animist to get another stack building. Rivalry was declared. What have you done to your face? Ah, you also took Draconic Vitality. That's very interesting. Okay, fair enough. Think of this as an official announcement that I, the Lady of Poison Talona, consider you an enemy. Okay, I mean, you know, I saw that coming. I'm just gonna leave you alone in the corner. Oh, but this. Oh, but I can absorb docks and get a cursed tower? I guess I'm not leaving you alone. I think I'm gonna get an early wizard tower. For the Bone Dragon. But that and so much more, including the Silver Ponds, is gonna have to come next time. I can't believe I didn't meet everyone. I think this is the first time, the first episode of a series, I haven't met all of the players. But there are still 3 more. Unknown. I don't remember who they are. 3 more unknown waiting in the shadows. A Kasessic. The World-Serpent's chosen to find them. Thank you all for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. I hope you are as excited as I am for the Primal Fury DLC. The culture's been interesting so far. It feels a little on the lesser side, except for the whole, you know, here's a tier 2 mythic unit right in your face. Bye. That's been fun. That's been really strong. But for the rest of it, we will, of course, find out. And next time, we'll get access to the first of the brand new tomes, the Tome of the Famous. Thank you to the patrons and the channel members of the Board channel. I greatly appreciate you. If you'd like to stay up to date with anything happening on the channel, feel free to join the Discord description down below. And I will see you next time. Bye.